become an elusive object of desire. Now, let's go back to the example of Coco Chanel. Become an elusive object of desire. The way to work with people's covetousness is to become elusive. Now, if we look at her hats as an example, when she first started designing them, they were not very easy to find. There was only her. She was the only person who had that idea of taking men's hats and changing them to look slightly more feminine. It was hard to buy those kinds of things. It was elusive. It wasn't available everywhere all the time. Her dresses, the style of her dresses, she used men's style with a little bit of femininity. Women saw how comfortable, how relaxed, and how powerful those dresses made other women look, and how they made them feel. Again, there was this elusive aspect, not so easy. There was so few people, and people would pay lots of money to wear something like that, to have something like that. With the perfume again, it wasn't just easily available. She had to make people desire it. She made sure that they first wanted it before it became available in her shops. By doing this, she played with the idea that people always covet, they always desire, they always want the things that they cannot have, the things that are not so easily available. Now for us, we need to use this idea. Everybody has this, everybody's mind works the same way. And by knowing this, we can become or create elusive objects of desire. Betty.
就 elusive 就是它就是难以，就是有一种难以得到的、难以捉摸的这种感觉吧。就是人们会对一种难以捉摸、难以得到的这种事物会有一种特别的渴望，就是一种感觉饥饿营销的这种手法。然后就是可能你会觉得，就这个东西很难得到，但是我就是很想要它，就是它越难得到就越想要它。就比如说，有一种特别款式的裙子，然后一开始就是只有你不知道怎么得到它，然后只有一些人就是能够特别的得到它，然后你就会反而会特别想要这一款裙子，就是然后就是这样一种效应吧，等于说，finish。
An example with this is in relationships. In recent times, in the last 20-30 years, people are constantly saying that they want honesty. They want to know everything about their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their husband, their wife. And they think that it's going to improve the relationship. But what it does is that it destroys relationships because they become boring. By becoming an elusive object of desire, you maintain a little bit of mystery. You don't always share everything about yourself. You slowly allow your partner to discover these things about you. You slowly reveal little things one at a time. You maintain that mysteriousness, and that's what keeps people interested in you. That's what keeps people interested in the relationship. Betty.
然后这一种方法也可以用在人际交往方面，就比如说以前人们可能会觉得就是你越了解你的男朋友或者女朋友的全部，然后你们的关系就会越好，因为这样就代表你们很亲密，就是知根知底这样子。但其实不是的，这样反而会破坏你们的关系，就是因为当你知道对方的一切之后，你就会觉得对方其实很无聊，就会失去那种神秘感，就是怎么说，就是也是平时有的人会说，就是爱情要保持一种新鲜感。就是你一旦知道了全部东西，你就没有一种新鲜感和神秘感了，就是不让你觉得难以捉摸这样子。然后你用在平时交朋友的时候也是这样子，就是你不要一开始就把你全部展示出来，就是慢慢的让别人了解你，然后你同时也要保留一些神秘感，就是别人才会对你感兴趣。finish。
Know how and when to withdraw. This is an amazing strategy when it comes to working with people's desire or people's covetousness. Michael Jackson was amazing at this. He controlled the releases of his music. He never was always available to the public. He did not let the public see him as much as they wanted to. He would hide away in his huge home. He would release music very slowly so that people would crave new music from him. He would have very few interviews. He would have very few live performances every year. He played this game of withdrawal perfectly, and what it did was it made people want him more and more and more, and that's one of the things that made him a superstar. Betty.
还有一种保持神秘感的方法，就是要知道什么时候去适时的收手吧，就是要有节制，像类似的这种感觉。就是一个特别好的例子就是迈克尔·杰克逊，他就是很少在那种公共场合露面，然后也很少接受采访，然后别人就会一直觉得他很神秘，但是他越神秘，就是那些粉丝就越疯狂的想要知道他的那些相关的信息，然后就去发他那些相关信息，是想了解他，就是他不展示那么多东西，就反而起到了让别人对他更加沉迷、更加疯狂这种效果。finish.
Another example related to relationships here. If you are always available, if your partner always has access to you, because nowadays, we have social media, we can always communicate on our cell phones with anyone, anytime. And this destroys this kind of mystery. It makes people want us less and less because we're always available, we never withdraw. If you want to increase the attraction in a relationship, it is always good to have time apart from each other, to have time where there is no contact. You give the person enough time to imagine being with you, to miss you. This creates a stronger attraction or a stronger desire to have you in their life. There is a very interesting and a very true saying. We don't fall in love with someone when we are with them. We fall in love with someone when we are away from them, because we think about them, we romanticize, we imagine things about the two of us together, and this strengthens that feeling between the two of us. Betty.
现在我们就是用很多那些社交软件，然后让我们就是随时随地可以找到对方，然后随时随地都可以和对方聊天。就其实这样子也是破坏了一种这样的elusive objects，就是破坏这样一种你的一种神秘感和新鲜感，然后你就会在这种情况下，你就会变得越来越少的想去了解对方和对方沟通，因为你知道随时都可以找到他们，就是我们就最好是要有一定的时间，就是不联系，就是不要随时随地都联系对方，就是要空出一段时间来做独处，然后只有这样子才能保持你人际关系的新鲜感，然后就是其实会更牢固你的关系，然后怎么说呢？就是还有一种，就是有种说法不是那种小别胜新婚嘛，就是说当你远离对方的时候，对方不在你身边的时候，你反而会特别的思念对方，然后会感觉你特别的爱着对方，就这样子finish。
Create rivalries of desire. This is a very powerful idea when we are working with covetousness. Remember that everybody has desire for something. If we look at Chanel, we find that she was most attracted to men who already had girlfriends. The men, they were more attractive because there was this kind of rivalry, because somebody else desired them. When we create rivalries, when we show other people that there are other people who are interested in us, we create this kind of desire, we increase this kind of desire. In business, what we can do is let people know if somebody is willing, if somebody wants to buy our product, if somebody wants to work with us to improve or to increase this desire, we have to let them know that there are other people who are also doing business with us. There are other people who want to buy our products, and we have to decide who we want to work with. Human beings crave, human beings desire what other human beings desire. When you go to a club, you will find that you are most attracted to the people who are already with a guy or a girl because somebody else is attracted to them. They might not be in a relationship, or if you're with your friend and your friend has shown that he or she is interested in someone, you will probably also be interested in that person because there is this kind of rivalry. We love rivalries because it increases our desire for someone or something that we think we cannot have. Betty.
就是怎么说，就是如果有一种竞争感的话，就会让别人更想有得到的欲望。就是之前说 Coco Chanel， 然后他就是怎么说，他会特别对那种已经有对象的那种男性有吸引力。就是怎么说，就是正是因为他正是因为他得不到才会去想要，然后怎么说，然后就有的那种比较狗血那种三角恋的那种故事，就是有一方已经有了男女朋友，但是你又喜欢上他，就是反而你会因为他有男女朋友，就是变得更加无法自拔，就是就是因为你知道有另一个人也对他感兴趣，然后这时候你就会开始想要竞争。就其实这个时候我觉得可能不是100%是因为你对他的爱情，然后你想要得到他，还有一部分是因为你的竞争心。我觉得有一部分是因为这样子，然后平时就是像你和朋友在一起的时候，如果你对某一个人感兴趣，然后你的朋友也可能会对同样的人感兴趣，就是因为他也知道了，有其他人也想得到这个人或者这个事物，就是人类总是喜欢竞争嘛，也是。
Coco Chanel learned about this and she used this with her products as well. This is why she encouraged piracy. She encouraged people to copy her designs because she knew that more and more people would wear them. And when other people see people wearing something, that is the thing that they want. It creates a desire for something because they think that if this person wants it, I want that too. If this person values it, I should value it as well. Betty.
就是香奈儿他正是因为知道人有这种想要别人拥有的东西这种心态，所以他才会对别人剽窃他的设计就是坐视不管，就是因为他的那个设计被传得越广，然后别人看到就是别人看到其他人穿着他的产品的话，或者用他的产品的话，也会变得想要他的产品，就是他是用这样的一种让自己的不管是不是自己卖出的，总之就是要让自己的东西传播得更广，让更多人使用它，这样一种营销手段，然后让他的产品得到热销。Finish.
Use contrasts. Okay. We understand that everybody is always comparing. Everybody uses contrasts. This is the way the mind works. Now, what we want to do is use this. Coco Chanel, she used contrast in her designs. She found that the fashion at her time was these very uncomfortable, constricting dresses that women would wear. And so she contrasted that with men's style. It was completely different. It was the opposite of what women were wearing at the time. She would make her dresses more comfortable, more open, and they had this feel of power to them. She compared this style to young women. She used young women with short hair, and she encouraged these women to wear her dresses and her hats, because she was trying to contrast this new style with older women. Her mother and people's mothers would never wear that style. To be seen wearing a Coco Chanel dress meant that you were young and you were modern, compared to or contrasted to a woman who was wearing a tight, constricting dress at the time, who was seen as old-fashioned or a different generation. Betty.
然后Chanel 它还有一个手段就是制造敌人的感觉，就是那个时候就是那些女性都穿着比较拘束的、比较繁重的衣服吧，然后他就特地去设计这种比较偏男性化，然后偏开放，然后又宽松的衣服，这是和那时候主流的衣服完全不同的，就是特别标新立异的。然后他就鼓励那些年轻的女孩们，就是剪她那样的短发，然后穿她设计的衣服，然后这些风格是那些老一辈的那种比较老的那些女人，怎么说？就是他们是绝对不会去尝试这种风格的。然后一旦这些年轻的女孩们她们接受这种风格，并且在日常生活中穿着这样子穿着，她们就会觉得自己从那些过时的那些风格里面脱离出来了，就是自己是与众不同的，就和他人有了对比。就是这样子会让他们更加的认可Chanel的产品，然后更加的喜欢他的产品，肯定是。